you, Joe.
Here I am.
Legend.
Getting off that flying.
Council would like to make a motion to come out of executive.
So
please.
moved.
So moved. Motion on the floor by Councilman Tishewala, seconded by Second Chair Red Eagle. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the question.
Councilwoman Irwin,
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn,
Yeah.
Second Chair Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar,
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Chairman Waller,
Thank you.
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Councilman Tishwala.
Yes.
Motion passes.
We are back in order. We've come out of executive with our legal updates. Under old business, 6A, I have Airlift Technologies Warriors, letter of commitment, Don Aldridge and Robert Knapp. Gentlemen, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Knapp's on vacation, so disarmed.
I'm still kind of mad about that. Yesterday was 115.
So, as requested, we sent a draft letter of support for you to consider, so you just, let me know what your decision is. If you have additional questions.
That's where we're at right now, additional questions.
Okay.
With that being said, council, any discussion? Chairman? Yes, sir. Councilman.
Did we not have someone else come to us for the same, letter of consent or approval, whatever? Did we have somebody else come to us that offered us a deal, make us part of the company? Right, we didn't have somebody like that? That was a university.
Was you?
Wasn't it?
Yes, you did. You had another element come to you with a similar item, but it was not under this grant proposal.
Okay.
And that's all I'd like to say.
Yeah, and the University of Tulsa is working with us on this proposal.
Yes, and she's asking about another contract.
So I think what you're referring to is they were doing one that had research funds. So they were able to take the lead as that organization since they are a research university. And because this one is for the use of existing technology, they said that they would support us, but it did not make sense for them to take the lead because there was no avenue to send significant funds for research because there's no research portion of it. Now, in all candor, if you look at that letter, I borrowed most of their wording and just changed it mainly to fit this one. Yes. So it's a lot of the same word that you had in a previous one that you had given to me.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll concur with that. Council, do we have any discussion items? With that, I would like to ask, without discussion, I would entertain a motion at this time to be in support of the letter. I will request that again. I would entertain a motion at this time.
Did you get a chance to review that letter?
I have not. I just knew the boundaries of which we are talking about. I need a little more time. I just got into it last night. But that's no excuse. At this time, I do not have a motion on the floor. Any other discussion?
Did we have our attorney look at that letter?
We'd send it to,
You want to say
that is what's gonna happen now. I
What's the
want to get
deadline?
us all back together. Yes.
The deadline, what's the deadline?
So we actually, because of the length of starting, the true deadline, the hard deadline is August 26th.
Okay.
We have commissioned a grant writing service that because, they say because of their previous experience with hosting all of this, uploading it to the system, they'd like at least 3 to 4 days. So the 22nd of August would be more of a true hard deadline, if you would, to make sure that there's no system issues with uploading.
Jim? Yeah, do we have a copy of the grant, the grant? Has it been provided, the detailed information about the grant itself?
So there's 2 parts. There's a summary, and then the grant application itself is about 170 some odd pages. I can send both of those to
The summary of the grant, there is a summary of the grant?
So we did take excerpts of the summary to show the parts that we were applying for, but there's numerous categories. So that was shown at our last attendance, but I can send the whole summary. It's pretty succinct.
I was curious to know what the, as far as the, what was it, the dollar amount of the grant itself, was it 49 million, or was it, is that right?
So the part that we are applying for is 49 to 50 million.
And does that come with administrative fees and or IDC?
So we, what was the second part? The administrative.
IDC, does it come with, is there any administrative fees associated with that grant?
So part of the budget that you build in the expenditure of the fund is to build an organization to administrate the distribution of funds, getting bids.
How much, what percentage of the 49 million is allowed for those kind of expenditures?
So our budget is still, ourselves are still trying to put together all of those numbers.
When will you have those?
Sir,
When will you have those numbers?
we can have some draft numbers pretty quick. See, I mean, what would you like to see before the next meeting?
I'm just curious to know.
Projection, please.
So
500 wells?
500
Tell
wells,
you.
but
That's okay.
right, for dollar amount, we expect at least 35 to 42 million of the 49 to be spent on true wells
That's kind of,
and monitoring.
that was what I was trying to get at.
So what we're envisioning is, I would say the administrative fees, because there's some things to qualify for that we have to do with employees, such as safety training and those items. So we anticipate it's no more than about 8 million total for the administration part, and then use a part for, there will be wells that don't make economic sense to convert to the technology after we do the monitoring of the methane emissions, and those will be placed where we have some funds set aside and flow and so we envision approximately 35 million, which backs into the 500 wells being retrofitted with methane capture systems.
And all of them are within our mineral estate?
So if you look at the grant application, it does say that we need to go, what we can determine, we have to involve multiple entities, tribal entities, but the predominance of the well list that we are putting together is in Osage County.
Are you going to share that with us anytime soon, that list?
That list so far, we only have one other tribe, the Ute Mountain Ute tribe out of the Four Corners area of New Mexico and Colorado, say they would have an interest in it. However, their well population is nowhere near your well population, so we would want to make sure that it's done accordingly according to the list of wells.
Do you have a letter of support from the youth?
They are working on that. We do not have that yet.
That's all I have, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Council, any questions? I would like to probably iterate at this time. We would like to see those projections, also the grant application itself to go along with the
So the
effort
budget,
of the council to review the letter of support.
so budget projections, the grant summary, and I'll send the entire document if you want to.
Yes, to the council, chief of staff to Lacey.
Yes.
And then I want to have her
I'd
on.
like to know how many of the well count will be on our minerals then, out of the 500.
There's 1,000 that we've got. War America's projecting 300. We have 731 that we've gone through the entire list to look at the whole thing, following all the work that we've already done. So we know we've got about 1,000 to choose from, and a portion of this is going into all Osage wells. You gotta test them first to see, do they even make oil? And after you're done testing, it's time to plug. So if you've gone in and you found a well that has no gas, no methane whatsoever, no oil, then that's where you're gonna plug them. And of that, we're choosing, we've got 1,000 wells to choose from.
That are
I'm here
that
because
are on
I'm-
HBP properties.
Yes, sir. And across the board on the properties that we have. That's, as a producer, that's my piece. These guys' piece is all the equipment that we have already ran.
Let's say we do, and I've seen this technology, it's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
We got benefits, the pros and cons, we gotta check all that out. But I'd like to see if this works, or you guys do it, we get some Osages involved.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe some field work.
Absolutely.
Right, so we have to monitor the wells ahead of time as part of the requirement for the grant. And then we also have to have installation, and then once the installations are complete, there's another phase of continuing to monitor those.
Because, I mean, I was a big, on the orphan well, and we contracted a lot of Osage, say a lot, Osages were involved.
Yep.
So still, I'd like to see that going forward.
Right.
If in fact this happens,
So,
we'll just have to check everything out, and, you know,
so
that's my design.
what we envision as law allows, that we have to go through a bidding process. However, weight can be given to tribal.
That's the SBA process, and we would be interested if we sign this letter.
Excuse me.
That's why we need to see your agreement. We might add a copy on in there.
I'm not talking, I'm not talking that, I'm talking guys who are in the field.
Right,
monitoring.
so that's part of we would want to find out with, as Gary mentioned, with the installation crews and the monitoring crews.
Okay, well, like I said, we have positions like inspectors.
Right.
Data gatherers or something, you're out there, something we could do.
That would be the
Not
model.
a full-blown contractor.
Right,
The
okay.
equipment and all that. You're gonna do something out here, I'm gonna say.
That would be part of the employees.
I want consideration, we got 5
I can
positions.
see the
We got
cobweb.
3 positions.
You can't see it in the shade.
Well,
After the sunset, you can see it.
Councilman,
Thanks, Chair.
is there any other comments you'd like to have at this time? With that, we could do that, get the preparation early in, and then, in the third Wednesday of the month, we'll have our next regular meeting. The 17th, sir?
22nd or 17th? Sorry.
21st.
21st.
21st. And that's what we'll approach it as. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And your
Thank
effort.
you.
Appreciate it.
Council, I'd like to go to item number 7 and take care of the meeting minutes. I have a motion to approve them. So moved. I have a motion on the floor, Councilman Shackelford, seconded by Secretary Red Eagle. Any discussion?
What's that now? Oh, I heard the second chair ready.
Anthony made the motion to approve our minute meeting, sir. And you're looking good when you get in that line.
Yeah, that light, yeah. I can't see anything, but.
No, but you're looking good with that shirt. Call for a question, please.
Councilman Redcorn,
Approve the minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Second Chair Red Eagle,
Yes.
Councilman Rebar,
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford,
Yes.
Chairman Waller,
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse,
Yes.
Councilman Tishwala?
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin?
Yes.
Motion passes.
And thank you, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved, I'll second it, I have a motion on the floor, Councilman Shackelford, seconded by Chairman Waller. Call for the question, please.
Secretary Red Eagle?
Yes.
Councilman Rebar?
Yes.
Councilman Shackelford?
Yes.
Chairman Waller?
Yes.
Councilman Big Horse?
Yes.
Councilman Tishwala?
Yes.
Councilwoman Irwin?
Yes.
Councilman Redcorn?
Yes.
Motion passes.
You have some documents in front of you, we have those confidential documents, that we
Where's
just
the second half?
received.
You have these?
We keep those confidential.
Second half, how these?
Oh,
I'll see you.
I just want to tell you is that if not, I would give it to chief of staff and that will destroy it. Thank you for that, we're adjourned.